Not
Oh,
even
Blue Eyes was the opener?
opening. So since then, about everyone's played here. Rolling Stones, Nirvana, Prince,
Hey,
John, Lately,
it's
Jay-Z,
E3,
Justin
guys.
Timberlake. Dave Chappelle filmed a special here, so about
Bad
everything in between. And then last year, EA came in for the first time,
Can't see
transformed
what,
the parking lot, the
I can't see
venue,
what you guys are saying.
blew it up even more this year. And so now we have the special here with gaming, music. It's a great time.
Yes.
And so, what is it about EA Play that excites you the most?
I just like the transformation of the venue. We
EA
take over the
Play.
whole
Has it
block,
started? Oh, it's
close
1
down
minute.
Streets. There's thousands of people that come through, have a good time. They have
What is
A-list talent
E3?
that come and play concerts at night. It's a really good time.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Dylan. I
Oh yeah,
appreciate it.
I suppose we can answer
That's a little bit
that.
about
It's
the
some
Palladium, and now,
electronic
let's head
thing where it
inside,
shows loads of games.
Check out the show.
Is this okay? I think this looks okay. Actually, I thought it looked way worse than
We're
this.
still
but
going.
Maybe it looks
We're
really
not
good from
wrapping.
here. When you go really close, it's bad.
We're still.
How does it
I
look
was
like
lied
really
to.
close?
Welcome to the Family Fun Zone, my friends. This is where you can get
We're
all
on
your real
settee.
racing action on. It may be a mobile game, but say perhaps you'd like to play a game in a race chair with a steering wheel. There are 4 stages. Look at this guy's jumping the stage. He's like, I'm ready. I'm jumping in live.
Just like,
No
go
pressure,
away.
but the camera's on.
You just see his face.
There's a ball pit over here. There's food over here.
are they
We're going
leaving?
inside. Let's
Oh,
head
you can't see
inside
the countdown, guys.
and
Well,
check
it's
out
done
the
now,
show.
anyways.
Oh yeah, it's gone. That's fine. E3. Pink, thank you for the 10 bits, man. This is IRL stream now, boys. I've put it as E3. Is that what you do? Or do you put IRL or something? I put E3. Guys, what should I put? You think I should put IRL? I put it as E3. No, I feel saying E3, look. E3's fine. Yeah. You go with E3, yeah, exactly. It's E3, isn't it? Yeah, but... Madden, yeah. I want to see, like, FromSoft. Oh, that's cool. I want to see FromSoft with the new Dark Souls thing. Personally. It's like a... Oh, wait. Yeah, Shadows die twice, exactly.
Oh my gosh, how cool was that? So that was Anthem. We're
Oh,
going
that
to
was
talk about
Anthem,
that a little
okay.
bit later in the show. But welcome everybody to EA Play. I'm Andrew Renee, and while you might recognize
the
me
highest.
from the gaming community, I'm kind
That's
of
lowering.
a new face around
I
here.
know.
So this year, EA wanted to
let
change
Noah's
things
discount.
up
Okay.
because they know that I'm both a gamer
Yeah,
and a
better,
fan.
guys.
So they invited me to come and host the show, and I think this year is going to be a lot of fun, you guys. I hope you're ready, because we're about to kick the press conference off. But before we do that, EA Play is more than just the show you're about to watch.
Better, okay.
Right
So it's too
behind
loud. We
these
could have
doors,
turned that down.
There is a fan fest outside.
Yeah,
And we can hear it.
Oh yeah, that's
Here.
true.
It's a full 3-day gaming festival where thousands of gamers can come and play games for free. Now, inside the theater here, there are hundreds of community members from all over the world who are going to be capturing, streaming,
Hidden
and
Star
getting their
Force.
first impressions of the games that we're going to be showing off here today.
Hmm.
But before we can get to that, we've got some reveals, of course. We're going to kick things off with a look at Battlefield 5 multiplayer. Now, I know Trevor Noah gave
Okay, I ain't even looked really at this much. Yeah, apparently you can build.
But we've got some new stuff to show
In
you
Battlefield.
today.
Oh
Then
my
we're gonna move
goodness.
on to FIFA
I
next.
saw the
ideas.
trailer.
They have some
and I was
big
just
news,
like,
you
no
guys.
way.
Any World Cup fans? You guys
It's
excited?
the Fortnite thing, isn't it? But it's not like building like Fortnite, but it's taking inspiration from it because it's that added element in it. Instead of just shooting, you've got that added element of like building this kind of base or whatever. I don't know how much you can build, so I guess we'll see. I don't think it'll be as much.
You want to do this?
Yay, COD hypers.
Well, it wouldn't be
What's
fun,
that?
you guys, if I told you all the secrets at once, right? Well, give him a break.
Oh.
He needs to just enjoy the show. So without further ado,
How?
let's get things started.
Thank you, guys.
I was saying.
They say we look cute together.
Mm. Good with gameplay, so
I was a big Battlefield player.
I know you will. So you might like it.
Yeah? No. I know I won't.
The title.
We saw the title.
Right, it's time to kick this thing off. It's been 2 weeks since the reveal of Battlefield 5. And you know what? It's been exciting, there's been a lot of speculation, and so many brilliant remixes of a reveal trailer. But there's also been lots and lots of questions from the community. And we've heard you want to see more gameplay innovations. You want to know how customization actually works. You want to know more about our take on the Second World War. So today, we'll show you more gameplay and why this is the deepest and most immersive battlefield yet.
It certainly is.
Cool.
You will be able to dive and smash through windows to surprise your enemies. Where previously defenses were stationary, you will now be able to move these weapons around on the battlefield and gain advantages.
Interesting.
And our renowned distraction system is back and more impactful than ever.
Wow.
So, well, you can't really hide from those pesky tanks anymore as they come chasing you for you. As they
Would
rip
tanks
through
really
those
do that?
buildings.
Would they actually go through
Yeah,
houses
they
like
would.
You will
that?
now be able to customize your
Maybe not
soldiers,
that
your
much.
vehicles, and your weapons, not only for the gameplay, but for the looks, as part of our portrayal of the Second World War.
And that's just the tip of the iceberg in Battlefield 5. You're going to see a lot more of our new gameplay systems here at EA Play.
The person
from
talking now
our
is from
community.
Sweden.
So let's talk about our single player in War Stories.
Yes, let's do that.
Single player.
So we want to tell
Oh, it's
you
boring.
about
Yeah.
those
AI.
untold stories that got us excited to start with on this game. It's about, what you will see is really those moments of human heroism. It is
that a
about
girl?
witnessing the war through the
I
eyes
asked
of
for
the
girls
men
since
and the
Battlefield
women
3.
who shaped
I
the
think they've
world
added
forever.
girls, and some people were
Real
like,
and-
why have they not girls?
Real and
There's not many girls
relatable
in World
people
War II.
facing
Yeah, but
the
that
brutality
me
of
as
war.
well, because I asked for it.
We
It is a
started
bit forced,
off
I
by
think,
a
because
Yeah.
they weren't that
exclusive
many,
look
but it's all the
at the Nordlys
quality shit,
war
wasn't it?
story over at the Xbox
Yeah.
briefing tomorrow.
Thanks.
I don't really have a
Something
problem with
not
it. It
to
does
miss
seem a bit
tomorrow.
forced, though.
So,
But it is whatever.
our launch in October is just the beginning. You will all go on an expanding journey through the Second World War. No loot boxes, no premium pass. Every day will bring something new. And as part of that journey, after launch, you'll get something I know a lot of you have been asking for.
Girls.
It's Royale.
They're doing,
They're actually
they're doing a battle royale. Everything's just like Fortnite.
So we
It
bring
was like,
those
Fortnite did so well, it
battlefield
must be that.
Destruction,
Did you hear
team
the
play,
drums like
vehicles
Oh,
into this new experience. So we
That's
will
what we
bring you
wanted.
experience
Um,
that you haven't played before.
Send you, thank you for the
in
500 bits, by the way.
Battlefield or
Holy moly.
anywhere else.
This is so cute.
But
Appreciate
more
it,
about
man.
that
Thank you.
later this year.
So with that,
Oh my
it's time to
goodness,
show
so
you what
bad.
makes
That's so
Battlefield
funny.
Do that.
Bloody Red Dead
the
Redemption's doing it as
unmatched
well.
intensity of our multiplayer sandbox, and this time it's even more epic, fighting across multiple maps and modes. Welcome to your next Battlefield experience, and this is your first look at ground
I've never been playing a
operations.
Battle Royale
This
before.
time,
Wait.
even
Something new, yeah.
music.
Oh, they're failing then. It's better.
I don't know. Battle Royale's really popular. Loads of things are trying it. If they do a really cool Battle Royale, I can imagine a lot of people wanting to play
It's
it.
gonna be like PUBG, but just better quality. Yeah.
PUBG is quite
It's
popular.
shitty. What's happening? Might take over PUBG.
Night. PUBG's crapping themselves right now.
Every time there's cringe, we have less word for Battle Royale.
That's cool. It is cool that you can grab them with the tanks and stuff.
It's a beautiful game. It will always be.
It was a COD killer, wasn't it, really, I think.
Yeah, it
Because it was always trying to beat COD, and then once it just demolished it, didn't it? I can't remember what Battlefield demolished it with. Was it Battlefield 1 what demolished it? I think 1 completely demolished it. Battlefield 1. I'm not saying the old one, I'm saying the one that just happened.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
I think it completely
No.
demolished it. No?
God demolished itself when it just copy pasted
Yeah.
itself.
But if it didn't have Battlefield, people would have still gone to it. But they were always called Battlefield, like a thing going on. Oh, okay, there's a Xbox E3 briefing thing. I'd like to see all the E3 with you guys, but some of it's at like 3 AM and stuff, so I don't think we can watch that.
I am TrU's girlfriend, yes.
É preciso
You
determinação.
see so many yes.
E vontade de vencer.
I'm shy guys there.
Até mesmo nos momentos mais
This is
difíceis,
FIFA.
tu tens de continuar a acreditar.
I loved FIFA when I was younger. Just kind of went off
Esta é a
it.
tua oportunidade de te mostrares ao mundo.
Choose is something I've like you play it with some
16, Woody. 16.
I know what you're doing. That was cool. It is beautiful, in my opinion. They do call it a beautiful game. The shots you can do are beautiful. They are beautiful. I'd rather play it. They are beautiful. They are beautiful. Look at it. Not bad.
The game.
Yeah, it will be. They have them in games, bicycle picks and things. Any shooters I'm looking forward to? Oof, I don't know.
Battle Royale, Battlefront.
Maybe, I don't know. Nothing really. The things what I'm thinking that I'm really looking forward to is a new FromSoft Dark Souls kind of game. That'd be cool because it's just they get really in depth with it. Hopefully into cash grab. What else did I say?
That's the UEFA Champions League. The pinnacle.
What else did I say,
of club
guys? I can't
football,
remember what I said. There were another
where
thing
the
that I
world's
would
best
look
clubs
forward to.
compete, and icons of the game like Gerrard.
Oh, last
and
year.
Cruyff cemented
Willie
their
Shaw
legacy.
last year at E3.
The world's
They kind of
biggest
just
league
disappear every time with
joins
it. It's
the world's
weird.
game.
Fighting game.
And a
Oh,
special
MK11,
thanks
of
to the
course.
legendary Hans
MK11.
Zimmer
I thought
and
you were
LA's
shooting
own Vince
again.
Staples for collaborating
No,
with
just
us
get
on the trailer.
games in general.
And I really love the trailer because it captures our epic vision
She was very specific.
for how the Champions League comes to life in FIFA.
Who cares about FIFA?
And Lena's going to tell you a little bit
Fucking
more.
loads of people care about FIFA.
As Aaron said, the
Very big in
UEFA
England.
Champions League is an amazing addition for the game. It's where football's biggest heroes like Ronaldo and Neymar clash every year.
Oh my
And it's the place where
goodness.
champions rise.
That's super
And
cool.
you've been
I need
asking
that
for
game.
this for a long time, and we are thrilled that it's here. And that's why we're bringing the Champions League across the game. There'll be an authentic Champions League tournament mode. Your club will chase this trophy in career mode. Alex Hunter will pursue Champions League glory in your story mode, The Journey, and in FIFA Ultimate Team.
I remember that
there'll be
Journey
live
thing they
and
created,
authentic
where you
Champions
follow
League
someone,
content. And
like
we'll
a
share more
story,
details
and
on that, along
I
with
don't know why
all
they do
our
all
other
that.
Ultimate
Just
Team
have a
features
really
later
solid
this summer.
multiplayer, what's really fun to play.
And all that's
you don't need
just
to have
the
all these
beginning.
like little
As you know,
extras,
the heart and
in my
soul of
opinion.
FIFA is gameplay. And this
Ah,
year we're
some
giving
people
you
might
the
have liked
tools
it,
to
though.
control the pitch in every moment,
Journey's concept
from your
feels
tactical
great.
approach
See,
to the
some people
match
like
to
it, so
each
it's fair
technical
enough. I mean,
touch.
it's
Yeah, it's
And we know how passionate you
Yeah.
are about gameplay, so we've worked hard to shape and refine our vision for FIFA 19 with input from our community.
I think they make a new FIFA
From
every year,
hands-on
don't they?
tests with beginners to
Pretty much.
detailed
That's
feedback
nice, that was
sessions
cool.
with FIFA pros.
There's some sexy stuff you can
And we're
do
going to
now.
be sharing a lot more about gameplay throughout the summer, but what I can tell you right now is that the quality bar in gameplay was raised yet again this year.
It'd
So
be
we
kind
look
of
forward to
disappointed if it
everybody
wasn't.
experiencing
We've released
the
a new
game
FIFA,
on
but our
hands-on
quality of
sessions
gameplay has not
with
improved. It's the
And
exact
also,
same.
of course,
Yeah,
we're
we just
extremely
copy-pasted
excited for
like
everybody to
that.
play it when we launch on September 28th.
It's the same quality, guys. Just
And
buy
that's
it.
our
It's a new
FIFA
year,
19
new roster.
news, headlined by the
That's
UEFA
why you buy it
Champions
now.
We
League.
changed
But
the
I just wanted to
number
take a minute
for the title.
to pause.
Well, some of the
and
players will
reflect.
have been transferred and things as well.
Standing next to this
Yeah.
trophy is a little bit surreal. You know,
Weird.
growing up, there's two iconic trophies that every young player dreams of winning. And for your club, it's this one, the pursuit of Champions League glory.
Champions League.
But for your country, it's this trophy, the World Cup. And with the tournament starting in just 5 days, we're excited for the world to compete for it in FIFA 18.
As you can imagine, all of us on the FIFA team can't
Any
wait
good game
for
so
the start
far?
of the
They've
World
only
Cup. And
shown
we
they
want
showed
to
Battlefield
celebrate with
5,
FIFA
right?
18
Why did they
players,
call it
which is
Battlefield
why
5, by the
we've
way,
just
when they've won
updated the
Battlefield
game
1?
with a free World
It's
Cup
never
experience
been any-
on PlayStation
I don't
4,
know.
Xbox One, PS, PC,
Whatever.
and Nintendo
They
Switch.
showed Battlefield 5 and FIFA.
But you can
right?
take
Nothing
Ronaldo and
amazing
Portugal
yet.
to their first World Cup.
They're going to show
victory.
Anthem. I know a
Or
lot of people
you
like
can write your
proper
own
interested in
story
Anthem.
with
I
some
don't really
great
understand
nations
it
who
at the
didn't
moment.
qualify
But
this
maybe
year.
it's really good and I'm just
Or
missing
you
it.
can make a crazy dream a reality for your home country, like mine, Iceland. Who
V
would have
for
thought that a
victory,
nation of only
I guess, maybe.
350,000 people would ever qualify?
Oh,
And
Anthem's
you
like
can
a
feel their
Destiny
excitement.
style game. Why are people hyped for it then? They saw what Destiny did. They kind of just like turned it into a cash cowy thing. Screw it. Alright.
Apologies
I'm
to
being
any
too
England
controversial,
fans
is it?
in the room. That might still sting.
This is a VR.
And Lena isn't the only one who's
Maybe
excited.
VR.
FIFA 18 players are loving the World Cup
You never
experience
know
so
anymore.
far.
I don't know how
But we
they
don't
do
want
it
to
though.
stop
If they
there. We want
could,
to
they
invite
would, but I don't
everyone
think they
to
can.
come and join the celebration.
Just wait.
So I'm pleased to announce
wait and see.
that for a limited time, FIFA 18 complete with the entire World Cup experience is available for a free trial on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One and on PC through Origin Access.
Oh, that's nice of them.
Yeah, you can
Saying
download
PC
and
as
play
well.
the entire
Usually they leave
game
that out.
right now for free.
Wow, that's actually quite
Yeah.
smart.
They know they can't keep doing that.
That's smart though. It's making me want to try it. Maybe.
So to kick off the trial, we've got some of the
Maybe.
world's biggest creators who are going to be playing live at the end of the show, representing their nations in a little mini World Cup tournament.
And this summer will bring so much more for FIFA fans. Plenty of FIFA 18 content centered around the World Cup, and we'll bring you all the details on
Where do you think
FIFA
she's
19. But in the meantime, let's all enjoy the World Cup. Thank you,
Definitely.
and Auf Wiedersehen!
So FIFA player in the future. Bad.
Me? Oh.
It is the big day on the biggest stage at the World Cup.
Lay it free. Only for a bit though. Not.
Said she was from Iceland. Oh, okay. Well then, I didn't hear that. Just from Iceland.
Oh.
Good morning.
Guess that.
EA Sports.
I guess. I didn't hear it.
You know,
Seriously.
the FIFA community
What's
never
that?
rests.
Maybe that was
20 million
Iceland.
people from
I don't know.
60 countries
Subconscious,
playing
maybe.
in competitive leagues this year. Well, the FIFA team never rests either, bringing the Champions League and the World Cup and so much
He's
other
Australian.
greatness to FIFA this year. We can't wait for you to experience it all.
No.
We've got so much to do here today, but I want to welcome you to EA Play. It's
Yeah,
our third
he's
EA
Australian,
Play
100%.
and our second one in Hollywood, and we couldn't be more excited to have you with us to
Excited.
share all the games that we have to show you. We've got lots to do, but before we move on, I'd like to share just a couple of things. The greatest disruption to the consumption of entertainment media in the last 5 years is the combination of streaming plus subscription. As consumers, watching TV, listening to music, reading books has never been easier.
Red. Thank you for the
And
sub.
we
You get the
believe
cameras
that
and
disruption
Lickies. Welcome
is
to the
going
TrU3Ta1ent.
have a
Appreciate
profound
that.
impact on our industry in the next few years. And so over the last couple of weeks, you will
Shalom.
have seen that we announced a new team from
Shalom.
Israel has joined Electronic Arts to help our investment to extend our thinking and extend our pioneering into this cloud gaming world. For many people, that's going to mean extending the experiences they already play on our partner platforms. For others, it's going to
Doesn't say
mean
that.
new games and new
yeah.
modalities of play across a whole variety of platforms. But for everyone, it's going to mean playing games anywhere, anytime. So this week, we've got a tech
Just several
demo
miles
running.
away.
All of our games streaming in HD from the cloud to multiple devices that you'll be able to try out for yourselves. Now, it's not quite ready for full market prime time yet, but it is a promise of what we hope to bring you in the future. The second part of that, of course, is subscription. And we started subscription a number of years ago, and many millions of you have signed up and experienced the joy of being able to have full access to a great catalog of games.
I've heard about
Today,
things doing
we're announcing
this.
Origin Access Premier. So 3 things you need to know about it.
really want that.
Origin Access Premier will bring you all of our new
I love
PC
Kirby.
games, starting with Madden NFL,
I played
back
it
on the
once
PC for the first
for
time
like
in over a decade.
10, 20 minutes.
Then
Is it?
FIFA 19, Battlefield 5, and of course Anthem.
and there'll be many more titles in the years to come. Second, you get access to the Vault, our library of over 100 games from EA and other publishers. And third, it will launch later this summer. So that's a little later in the year, but if you want to get started right now and experience the benefits and joys of subscription, come in and play a free trial of Origin Access, our base subscription, this weekend. Thank you and have a great show.
This is just going to show, like...
I'm gonna show just what he said.
Pretty much, Hawkeye, thank you for the 35 month. You get to keep the cap notes and thank you for continuing to
You're sitting down, you can get it out of there.
That's it, so quick as well. 1 month away from the Emerald. Nice. Sub saved, back to the game, boys. Oh, sorry, back in the game.
You're a new kitten.
Is that what it is? Unique new kitten. Thank you for the sub. You get the cat mods and Nikish. Welcome to the TrU3Ta1ent. It's weird how it's all lowercase.
Hey,
isn't it?
everybody. What's up? So I'm here sitting inside the crowd at EA Play, and I just happened to find Mr. Vince Zampella here in the audience from Respawn.
Wow.
What's going on, Vince? How you feeling today?
Yeah.
I'm feeling great. I love this.
I don't know who it is,
I
though.
love seeing new games.
I mean, someone's super excited about that man on PC, right? Yeah. So, you guys may have seen that Vince was tweeting yesterday, and there has been a bunch of speculation. So, you want to just get right to it?
Sure. I mean, we're not ready to show all of our stuff yet. We're working on a bunch of stuff. It's amazing. The teams are kicking ass. But we wanted to bring a little tidbit. So we've been working with Lucas on getting the name and kind of the setting for what our Star Wars game is going to be, and we're going to talk about it right now.
Oh, you guys got any guesses? I bet you the internet is going wild right now.
I hope so. So the Star Wars name is Jedi Fallen Order.
Woo! So Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order.
Imagine if they went back to Jedi
so it kind of
style.
gives you some idea that you'll be playing a Jedi.
So does that mean I get to like hold a lightsaber?
Yes.
What was that? Those eyebrows.
So Vince,
Can I get
you
to hold a
got
lightsaber?
anything else?
Well, it takes place during the dark times.
Can I get
trying to
to
be a
hold
little
a
vague.
lightsaber?
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
When the Jedis are being hunted.
I didn't realize what I was saying.
It's gonna be spectacular.
So for all the the hardcore
I don't
nerds
think
out
she'd
there
do it
who
that
want to
way.
know like where in the timeline, like between which episodes.
Between 3 and 4.
Okay, all right, between 3 and 4. That sounds like a nice time. You got any other tidbits?
It's not a nice.
It's a dark time.
It's a dark time.
Could be cool if they brought back Jedi
Bad
Academy.
time.
though.
Does that
was
mean
like
it's gonna just be
lightsaber
all
duels.
dark
It was actually kind of cool.
It's
I
amazing.
can barely remember it. It was quite cool.
All right, so I think people are now anxiously want to know like when can we play the game?
It will be holiday of next year, 2019, not this year.
Sorry to dash any hopes.
Yeah.
But now that we know, we can set expectations. We're all going to be amped up, and hopefully we'll hear more from you maybe next year.
Oh yeah.
Well, Vince, it was great to see you. Thanks for stopping by the show today. We do have a little bit more news on Star Wars, so I'm going to toss it over to Dennis.
Battlefront 2. It was alright for a bit. They really messed this up though.
Hello there. My name is Dennis. I work at DICE in Stockholm on Star Wars Battlefront 2. I'm really happy and excited to be here today, so thank you so much for hanging out with me for a little bit. So we launched our game in November of last year, and clearly we didn't get it quite right. So instead of coming out of the gate sprinting like we really wanted to, we had to take a step back and make sure that we were delivering the game that our players really wanted. So we decided to completely overhaul our progression system and add a bunch of new character cosmetics for players to collect instead. So from there, we added a new hunt mode inspired by the original Battlefront games that I loved personally, starting with the Ewoks on Endor. And Thank you. It turned out to be by far the most popular update of the game, and the team loved building Ewok Hunt. So, as you might know, we're currently in our Han Solo season with content from the movie coming next week. It's headlined by the new planet Kessel, a really dangerous place, and it features the return of one of our favorite modes, Extraction. So looking forward a little bit, this summer we will be introducing a new squad system to the game, which will allow you to team up much easier and play with your friends. We're also adding a new Starfighter mode focused around dogfighting with your hero ships. And looking ahead a little bit more, we will also be delivering a new large-scale multiplayer sandbox experience focused around capturing command posts and attacking and taking out capital ships. But that's not all. We know that you have been asking for new heroes, villains, and planets from a certain era that features a very iconic Star Wars conflict. So I'm excited to confirm that Battlefront 2 this year will be going deep into the Clone Wars.
I don't know too much about Star Wars.
It's only fitting that we begin on the planet Geonosis, featuring multiple levels, including the largest level we have ever built for Battlefront. So let's talk about the heroes and villains. First, let me introduce the most powerful droid, the leader of the most powerful droid army in the galaxy, General Grievous. And yes, he will be going up against my own personal favorite, Jedi Master Obi-Wan Kenobi. Finally making his debut in Battlefront after all these years. So, but we're not done. That's not it. They will not come alone. Joining them is the Dark Lord and leader of the Separatist Alliance, Count Dooku, as well as someone to bring balance to the Force, Obi-Wan's unruly Padawan, Anakin Skywalker.
Oh, not Anakin, I remember hearing them.
The team at home is extremely excited to
that
be
other
building
person,
all
no
of
one
these
even
cool
said anything
things.
with it. They didn't know it.
EA and DICE are committed to Battlefront.
Oh wow, Anakin.
We had a rough start, but I really think that this game has a bright future. Thank you very much for playing the game, providing us with your feedback, talking to us. Together, we will make this the greatest game that we can possibly build. There would be no Battlefront without you. So thank you, may the Force be with you, and enjoy the rest of E3. Thanks.
It was actually quite good. I played the other one. It was quite powerful as well, what we were doing. It was about like the boss of it. And the Rebels like the life of you, innit? Well, I know it is. So they made another one. I wonder if they're doing it as a cash cow thing, though, or if they actually still have that passion.
Hi,
you know? That's the thing.
It's really good to see you. In Unravel, we used yarn to symbolize love and the bonds between people. In our new game, we tear that bond up right at the start. You lose everything, including your spark. But when things are at their darkest, you find hope. And you form a new bond. And your spark is rekindled.
Oh, interesting.
And it leads you off on an adventure. So welcome to Unravel 2.
And there's two of them. Yeah.
It's a game about fresh starts and second chances. These two little souls who refuse to give up and who build something new and beautiful together. And the whole game is inspired by that spirit of optimism and togetherness. You see, it's all made to be played with 2 characters. You can play it alone, or you can play it in co-op with a friend, but there's always 2 characters there, sharing one yarn and working together to get through this adventure. This game, it's quite different from the first. It's both friendlier and more challenging, but above all, it's a lot more playful. And we think it's a worthy successor. And I want to show it to you now. So I brought some help. So please welcome Michael.
So it seems like he's still passionate about what he's trying to do, though.
So a producer at Coldwood.
Because that's one thing I got from him on the first one, that he was really passionate.
Yeah, he is.
And he wants to have this kind
And we're going to try to show you a little bit of what I'm talking about,
like
about
love, I guess,
how you can play the game in co-op with yourself, essentially.
So this wasn't prepared.
There we are.
No,
So when you're playing it by yourself, you can essentially pick up the other character and carry them along through the more fast-paced segments of the game. And we actually tried to include a bit more of those, because we figured that since it's a co-op game, we wanted to have more like thrill and danger and kind of wow moments. Places that were like fun and exciting. And then when you get to the more puzzly areas like this, when you're problem solving, you can split apart into 2 and switch back and forth between the 2 characters, because that's how we've essentially designed all the problems and puzzles of the game, that you're always working together and helping each other out and utilizing this bond between you to overcome any obstacle that you come across. So I guess I'll jump in at this point.
Yeah, come join me. So I'm gonna be the red one.
Okay.
You'll be the blue one.
I'll be blue. A little
The first
celebratory
one was
flip.
nice. I actually did like it. Yeah, it is quite cute. It's nice graphics as well.
And the bird is back. Okay. Playing it safely now.
Oops.
I'll swing.
All right.
Nice. And I'll catch you. There you go.
That is so cute.
Can I swing now? Okay, you go ahead. So here it goes.
Oh.
Okay, this is the scary part. Let's see if we can do it. Got it? Oh, very nice.
I've tried that and not.
It could have just made him go
Faster.
inside, though, couldn't it? Like they did before, with just one of them.
Oh, well done.
I think so.
Made a bit more challenging.
Okay, I'll
I
go
wonder if
up
that
and
thing
distract the
is
grass.
always there, what tells you where
I'll
to go.
sneak up here.
Soul?
The soul, yeah, whatever it is.
Okay, your turn.
It's funny how you automatically just turn it into it was the soul.
No, keep your moment to the left. Now I'll
It's
go.
a whiz.
Yeah.
All right.
See, they have something
I'll-
on top of their
I'll
head.
pull you up.
Soul.
There you go.
Like that.
Maybe. I don't think it needs to show you anything.
Now we can breathe again.
Quite nice, though, but-
Or can we?
It's your spark. Yeah, exactly. You're charging your spark.
Ah.
So that's
that might be
a
it.
quick little look at Unravel 2, and
It's out now. That's what I think that's what they did last. Did they do that last time? No.
yeah, I really hope you like it. And before I go, I just want to send some love to the team back home, because working on this game has been a completely
picked them up,
amazing
didn't
team
they? I
effort
can't remember,
on so
some
many
publisher
levels,
picked-
and
well, I guess
everybody
it's
has
the-
worked so
yeah,
hard.
They
So
picked them up.
there's
Now
a
the
bunch of us
college
from
working on
Coldwood
them.
here, and thank
They had
you
a
to those, and thank you to
program
everybody back
for
home.
indie developers, I believe. ZBG X, thank you for the 18 month. You get to keep the captain pods and the keys. Thank you for this opportunity. Shallow, guys. Shallow. Hypers. Laser, thank you for the prime. You get the camos. And Likish, welcome to the TrU3Ta. Thank you, man. Once again, Hypers. Ciao, love, guys. Ooh. Hypers. I won't stop seeing that now when they do that. That's nice. Hyper. That red one gets through.
It's really cute. I want this game.
Thank you, Martin, and the brilliant team at
They're gonna
Coldwood.
say
The game is really strong.
It is
These
sweet.
guys have done an amazing job, and it's clear that they have a lot of passion,
kidding.
and I can't personally wait to play Unravel 2 with my kids. But what's even more amazing is that we will make Unravel 2 available to everyone today. Yep, you heard that right. You'll be able to take these two Yarnies on their next big adventure starting today. The game is finished, it's out.
I told you, I bloody told you. Maybe I'll check it tomorrow then.
So thank you, Martin, and thank you to the team at Coldwood.
I think you need to
Back in 2015, we started on this journey with the original Unravel to seek out the most creative, independent developers and bring them into our EA Originals program.
Yay, Gilly.
It's been our way of helping these creators bring their unique games to the world and to tell their stories. And last year, if you remember, Joseph
I was joking as well when I said it.
representing his
I said
team
a
at Haze
feeling.
Light and A Way Out.
Yeah.
And I think we all kind of remember that.
Yeah.
And you might even remember
The idea was
him
alright,
from
but
the
then I
Game
saw
Awards
it,
as well.
kind of-
I think I did. Anyhow, in March, that game caught fire. It's innovative, it's fun, and it's something fresh and new, and you all loved it. We saw over 2 million players in the first 2 weeks. And A Way Out is such a huge success that Joseph and his team are expanding and moving into a new studio. So stories like this drive our industry, and it's why we will continue to work with independent developers to help them realize their dreams.
They're doing this to say,
Which
like,
leads
look at what
us
we're doing,
to our
guys.
next EA Originals
It's nice what
title,
they're doing, but
from a little game studio in
they're helping,
Berlin
like, small
called Joe My
independents,
Games.
if they can see, like,
When I
the
met this
kind of
team and I
potential
saw
in
the game, I was instantly drawn to how personal this story was.
Films do it as well, though.
It's
You know,
one
they see
that
independent
carries a
films
very
and then
powerful
people
and important
post
message.
them up.
And it's unlike anything we have ever
Distributors.
done. So please welcome Connie Gepper to the stage from Joe My Games to tell you more about Sea of Solitude.
This is another independent film. God, I don't know about that, man.
Are you gonna play that?
No, I don't think so.
Why not?
Thank
you know
you,
why?
Patrick.
That's why you're doing that. You no.
I still remember during the pitch how enthusiastic Patrick was, and that afterwards, like our whole team, including me,
It's
were
like kind
super
of
excited.
too bad.
It actually feels a little bit the same right now. I'm pretty excited, maybe a little too excited.
Okay.
Thank you. We are Yomai, a small indie game studio from Berlin, and we are developing Sea of Solitude, or SOS, as we call it. The whole journey from the very first concept to actually becoming a part of EA Originals is simply amazing. Let me tell you more about our game. When humans get too lonely, they turn into monsters. This is at the core of everything you will see, hear, and hopefully feel while playing SOS. What makes this underlying concept so important and so unique is that nearly every human being can at least somehow relate to or remember the feeling of being lonely. In my case, I started writing the story when I felt the loneliest in my life. I think as an artist, you process your emotional world by letting it out and putting it into your art. I'm still amazed how the concept seems to just float out of me right into the hand and onto the paper. I think
This is also why so many people can instantly connect with a game, because it's not a made-up story, even though that it takes place in a fantastic setting. In SOS, we try to show how people experience different kinds of loneliness, but also how outsiders, friends, and families see those who struggle. We achieve all this in playful ways, so that players who want to simply enjoy a fantastic experience can do so.
There's some damage with them elbows.
Player who wants to look a bit deeper can reveal a whole emotional world beneath it all.
They can cut diamonds.
Sea of Solitude is about a young woman named Kay who is suffering from such strong loneliness that her inner feeling, the darkness, the anger, the hopelessness, worthlessness, turns to the outside and she becomes a monster. The game is about finding out why this happened to her, but also how to turn her back into a human. Ultimately, the goal is to bring all those emotions into balance. Some needs to become bigger, some would be better off a little smaller, but to embrace even your destructive part or your self-doubt in the same way you embrace your joy or your hope. This is what being human is all about. And that's what our game is all about. Thank you.
Is this real? This world that I live in is empty and cold. The loneliness cuts me and tortures my soul.
This is proper for
I'm no child of destiny and no fortune's son. I've just chased you so long now. I'm too weak to run. A new day
You don't know about
is
that
here,
one.
but nothing is new. Alone in my room, I tremble for you.
She looks awesome.
You could definitely see when passion's in something. Yeah. It's just so different, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm the one. But I'm not the only one.
Her early 2019, yeah, exactly.
We can shut you down, and we can put you on an island. Crossover, gather, gang. And we're balling. Be ready. Because we're coming at you with the squad. Say it how you want. Trust the process. Run as one. Call next.
A lot of them are starting to do this kind of stuff.
Or be the answer.
Like, I remember you hold your following, but this is looking like it's doing that. Look, he's like just on the streets or whatever, and now he's like a big league kind of thing.
Just remember though, wherever you call home, whenever you're fit, or however you ball,
looks like a bit of
you're
trainer
on my court. I'm the one. And this is my squad.
This are my shoes. The trainers. Does it look like a trainer?
Yeah, I did,
My name's Shay Kivlin, aka Young Kiv. I'm from Seattle, Washington. The only goal of mine is really to win the Mountain Belt.
Kiv's been going after that belt since 2016. At some point, he's going to need to get out of this quarterfinal and claim a major.
It's a big night for Young Kiv. He's been stuck at the quarterfinals.
And here he is now in his first championship game, looking to accomplish a goal.
3rd and 4, throws it low. TY drops it.
That was a phenomenal read, and TrU3Ta's got the lead.
40-19.
I hate losing way more than I love winning.
Oh, we have an incredible matchup. It's a rematch. Can I be the one to touchdown, Kev. He throws it high, and Young Kev is going to be your champion. Can I play you again?
You want to get smacked again on TV?
Happy face, no! Madden 18 champion.
He's finally done it.
Is this like the thing? I think they're doing
Hey, baby, how you doing?
I've been good. You still recovering from that butt whooping?
Wow, already starting. Okay. Hi, everybody. I'm Juju Smith-Schuster from the Pittsburgh Steelers. As you guys can see, king of touchdown celebrations. That's pretty fire. I like that a lot. As you guys know, this is Young Kiv, Madden 18, Madden champion. Like, give it up for Young Kiv, y'all. Give it up.
No.
Young Kiv, how has it been? You know, your success and your path, you know, to where you're at today.
It's I've always been a competitor. When I was in high school, I was playing baseball. I hurt my arm. So then I picked up Madden, and at first, I was really bad. I was getting blown out online, but I kept at it. I put more and more time into it. Eventually, I made my first tournament, but I had a big decision. It was the same time as my graduation.
I don't know who this guy is.
Wow, okay. So the key to be the #1 player in Madden is to hurt your arm in baseball. That's number one. Number two, you said you had the decision to go to your graduation or go to the tournament. So, like, what did you do?
What does this to do with
I chased that money. I still got my diploma, but I chased that money.
There you go. We're out here chasing money. That's awesome. Okay, now the past few years, how has it been for you? I know you had some ups and downs.
It's been tough. I've had a lot of devastating losses. I've been so close so many times. I made the final on TV and got blown out by all those losses. It made me gain a lot of mental toughness, and that's why I got this belt.
That's awesome. That belt is so amazing. There's a lot of, bling on that belt for you. Well, today, EA Play, first look at the Madden 19 trailer. Super excited. It's going to be so fun. It's lit. I honestly wish I can stay right here and talk to you guys forever, but I'm not going to board you guys. We're going to go out.
That'd be very boring.
I'm going to try to take this belt, round 2. So we're out. Have a good day.
So...
You've worked your whole life to get to moments like these.
Like, I don't actually understand American football, but I
to the very top of the mountain.
It's more like I'm watching the real one because they can get I don't know. I know that it's really brutal, and I thought that was like one of the things. Maybe it's the thing watching, but the brutality is just fake anyway.
You fall so you can rise, and you rise so that you can.
Am I a bit right with that, guys? Where watching American footballs, you like to see the not the pain, but the hits and stuff.
All the moments that got you here.
Yeah. Oh, the voice, they can hear the voice more than me.
So, you were in their position.
She is my girlfriend, yes.
Would you let the moment define you? Or will you define the moment?
That's the point of football. I think it is to do with that.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Nathanius, professional shoutcaster, here alongside Redwood Studios General Manager Michael Martinez. How you doing?
Let's see if they change our mind about how amazingly fun this game is.
And give you your first look at a brand new mobile game in a live winner-take-all head-to-head match. Michael, why don't you tell us the rules?
Sure thing.
I'm not gonna be biased. I'm gonna
destroy the opponent's base to win.
Like, I'm gonna be open-minded.
Just tap the destination.
I'm gonna be open-minded.
The most efficient way to destroy the opponent's base is with this giant nuclear missile in the center.
Wait, what's this?
Control the missile by standing on a majority of the control points. A bar fills up while the missile is possessed. Whoever controls the missile when the bar fills up will fire the missile. Takes 2 missiles to destroy the
Alfie, thank you for the $6.66. Hi, True and chat. How you doing, Alfie?
Well, enough talking about it.
Thank you, man.
Let's get to this match.
Absolutely.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have an awesome matchup lined up for you here today. Fighting for the blue side of the room. If you could please give a cheer for one of the most formidable RTS players there is.
What is going on?
Make some noise for In Control.
I thought we were gonna watch Madden. What's this? What's happening?
Yes.
Is this anyone I know?
Thank you, guys.
Team.
His opponent, fighting for the red side of the room, a competitive mobile gaming phenomenon. Please join me in welcoming to the stage Nick at Night.
What are they doing?
It's gone to an RTS. I'm just seeing if I recognize any of these, or if the RTS
Now,
people
Mike,
have
it's going to
changed.
be a real clash of these gaming styles and the
is.
competitive backgrounds that these players have. It should be a great match.
It really is. I can't wait.
All right, are the players ready?
No,
Let's
no,
get this
no,
thing
no
going.
one is
Maybe there's
clapping.
new people.
No one is clapping.
Let's do it.
All right, let's kick this off. Nice little strategy game for those of you out there.
Oh, it's in
Good
control.
genre.
Yeah, I
I'm
know
very
that
excited
name.
for this. The
I do
players
know that
are
name.
loading in, and we are ready to
It looks
kick
different. I thought it was different than that.
as the players'
I don't know.
bases have been deployed.
So what is
and the
this?
action begins like any strategy game. Economy will be the focus. We have a harvester to start things off. Nothing too crazy yet.
Nothing too crazy.
Now the infantry is going to come out to hold that top point. Both players, of course, trying to take that position. Nick and Knight being able to reach it a little bit first in a strategy game. That flank position that In Control is going for on the top side, also very important as Nick and Knight have to circle around the center.
Right, let's see if he's able to create a 2-on-1.
Oh, it's a
Is he able to
phone
get there?
thing.
Looks like he's getting there. Here comes GDI with
The
with,
shoutcasting
Rhino to
of
rip up those
phone
infantry.
Going for the
multiplayer
anti-infantry, and like any strategy
RTS.
game, the units that you're going to use when you deploy them will
Is
have
this
a
real
huge
life,
impact.
guys?
Your micromanagement of your forces and protecting that economy as well.
This
Nick
is
and Knight with some attack bikes in the top. There he is.
And In Control placing the turret on
Interesting.
the top right side to help cover that Rhino as attack bikes move towards the northwest position. We can see that the missile is beginning to ready and firing that. That takes out half your base. The most important objective on the map is to hold
I
those
can hardly
control
see
zones.
it.
Right. And
They've
In
made the
Control making a
camera
lot
so
of
small. I don't want to
progress
see
to
his
that far right side
hands.
of the match.
You don't want to
He's
see
done a great
that.
job
No.
pulling that down.
I kind of know what he's
And now
doing. I
he's
understand how
redeploying
phone
the
things
vehicles
work. You
to
click
the
that and
south
you
side,
press.
bringing
Go
out
to
more
full
infantry
screen,
to deal with
please,
the
so I can
attack
see what's going on.
And as that economy ramps up, of course, we're seeing bigger and more powerful units come out. We have there the drill pod coming in the left side to help.
This is terrible.
Those
Some
flame
flamethrowers, right, absolutely. Again, those are going to tear through those infantry.
Yeah, and In Control brings out his first tank. That's going to be used to try and help push back the
terrible.
smaller
This is
forces as he makes his way to the south side. That missile
TN, thank you for 30 bits. Hello, much love.
Point towards In Control's base.
Let's see if
this
In
is really
Control can
bad.
get
This is
around
the
to that
worst
top
I think
corner,
I've ever
able to
seen
hold
of
that
E3
missile.
this
He
one.
does
This
contest the
thing
missile,
right here.
putting it into the yellow position.
What do you think?
Yeah, very important, of course, blocking the
Ridiculous.
pathing of those units is another big factor for this strategy. Holding those
It's literally a
locations is so
mobile game,
crucial
and they've put
as
it
In
so it's
Control
even smaller
begins to
today.
secure the northwest spot. Another tank's going to come out from Nick at Night to take it out, but now he's bringing out the Pitbull as well to help lock down that north position.
This missile is very, very close to firing. Let's see what's going to happen.
With another turret, In Control flanks, he takes the top, that missile,
And that
fires off.
Wow.
And Nick at Night, one shot away from being knocked out here.
The
As the next one will start to ready up in just a moment's time. In Control's very heavy artillery
Hypers.
force is doing a great job at taking control of the map.
Yep.
Hypers.
And we can see as more of Nick and Knight's forces move up towards that north position, those harvesters, of course, very crucial, very important to protect those as your economy allows you to get these big late game units. The units are going to come out a bit more slowly as you get more of them on the field. But In Control, just spreading his forces out, trying to hold this advantage that he's had so far.
At least it's
Nick
full
at Night
screen.
is
Listen.
trying to get in there, but there's a great turret placement from In Control, blocking and just ripping through again those infantry.
And we see In Control now moving his tank towards the
Another
south
drill
side.
pod we're seeing with some flame tanks.
Yeah, bring in the flank. Of course, those flame guys do amazing damage to the infantry, help to clean that out. Meanwhile, two more tanks coming out from Nick at Night to try and secure those positions. He brings out the laser infantry on the south side as well to deal with that tank. Going for counters, trying to scout out and see what your opponent is doing and make the proper response is so important in strategy.
Absolutely. Nick at Night cruising
quite
around,
good for a
thinking
phone
about
game.
harassing those harvesters, coming around the far side for those rhinos. Looks like he's really pressing it.
And we see that missile is starting to get close to
Wow,
firing
look
with
at this.
3 zones In Control for Nick and Knight, looking to set things back the other way. In Control trying to rally his forces around. He doesn't want to engage with just 1 or 2 units. He wants to move all of them together, create a good flank position, and take over that south.
And we're seeing the first mech unit from In Control. This is the Wolverine. Gonna rip, and this little watch out for this missile.
And Nick and
There
Knight's
it
gonna
goes.
fire that one off and settle
All right.
for next missile is gonna end it.
Next missile
Which
wins.
player
Let's see what happens.
will have control. The Wolverines, as you pointed out, for In Control coming out to try and deal with these forces. But Nick at Night's done a great job of getting map presence and now also harassing the economy of
There
In
he is.
Control.
Yep. Wow. Okay, we've got our first mammoth tank on the board. If In Control can get this in position, he's going to do some serious damage.
That missile just past halfway ready. He's also bringing out his first air unit
Wow.
to deal with those.
A lot going on here.
It's got a lot of range, that big boy, and In Control just needs to hold
This missile is nearly
It
going
looks like
to
you can do
fire.
lots
It can be stolen at any point.
Where is it going to go? Is he going to be able to get it off?
Got it, Max.
There it is.
He's gonna take it, defeating Nick at
That
Night
was
here
legit.
2-1.
Dude, that was epic. Amazing.
What a match. Thank you so much.
That was awesome.
Any thoughts?
That was
guys?
epic.
I just came to make mammoth tanks, so I've done my job. Yeah.
Absolutely. That was
Thank
awesome.
you
We
so
saw a
much.
little bit of everything right there.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Let's hear it for
I don't know, it looks-
Nathanius. Make a knight and in
It
control.
looks good for a phone game, I guess, but shoutcasters and everything, I don't know, man. It just looked a bit overkill.
Ladies and gentlemen, what you just saw was the worldwide reveal of Command & Conquer Rivals.
Oh, it's Command & Conquer.
Rivals reimagines the real-time strategy experience for mobile. We're giving players
I guess that's kind of cool.
continuous
Command & Conquer
control
was
of their
actually
armies
alright, I
in
remember.
quick, competitive
But-
head-to-head matches that are fueled by skill and strategy. Now, Rivals will be
And
coming
before it's
to
like
iOS and
ridiculously
Android
popular
devices,
phone game.
But I'm excited to announce that Android players
Red
can play
Alert
the
2, yeah, I
pre-alpha
remember that.
today. So head to the Google Play Store, search Command & Conquer Rivals. The studio has been having an absolute blast playing this game, and we can't wait for you to play. Please let us know what you think.
It's an alright
Thank you.
game. I don't think they needed to do that though. That was, I think that was just too much. Like a shoutcast and everything. I don't know. Oh, this is a trailer for it. I don't know. If you look like this, you'd play it. What, on mobile? Lancelot, thank you for the $11.48. Really appreciate it. I feel bad for those who pay full price for the hotel and tickets to watch.
Cab.
There'll be some good things. There could be some parties and things maybe as well.
Yeah, get drunk for free. I think that's maybe.
Do the
Command
game
and
for free.
Conquer
I don't
for a
know.
new generation.
Hopefully.
Now, before we close the show with a spectacular epic anthem, I wanted to share a few final things.
What everyone with?
I'm blessed to be able to work with some of the most creative people on the planet who come to work every day to create amazing entertainment. And what I can say about all of those teams and what I can say about us is that we are always trying to learn and listen and strive to be better. And so as you look at the 10 experiences that you're going to see today, and as you play games this week, there's some things we hope come through. First, that at the very core is choice, is that you as players get to choose how you play, what you play, when you play, and what devices you play on.
Why?
That in making those choices, you feel you are treated fairly, that no one is given an unfair advantage or disadvantage for how they choose to play. That for every moment that you invest, we know that you put so much of your life into the games we make, and that for every moment that you invest, you feel like you are rewarded and you are given value for that investment. And most importantly, that the games are fun, that we move past the grind, and that these are experiences that truly enhance your lives. And so, as we think through all the things that we're trying to do, know that we want to be better and that we want to make great games. And that as much as we love making games and as much as you love playing them, there's something that is even greater that we can do together.
Everyone's just like,
the power of
I wanna
this
see
community
Anthem.
when we come together to do amazing things is profound.
literally, that's everyone's just waiting.
Last weekend was the 3rd year of our Play to Give program, where we show the world how the power of play can be a positive force for social impact. Millions of you out there participated in 9 in-game challenges in our games, logging millions of hours in support of Play to Give. And to celebrate that, we contributed a total of $1 million to 3 charities that share our vision for a more inclusive world. A world where representation and equality are not something we strive for, they are the standards. And where bullying and exclusion are not an
Lord,
everyday
thank you for the
threat.
free month. You get to
These
keep
three
Camholt and
organisations,
the keys. Thank you.
the
Continue
United
for Tuesday.
Nations
Appreciate it, man.
PACE's
Silver
National
Cap
Bullying
right there.
Prevention Centre,
Obi-Wan.
Ditch the Label, an anti-bullying organisation.
Obi-Wan Hero or You
All
Riot.
doing
I think
great
they are
work,
having
and we're
Obi-Wan
proud to
on
support them through Play to Give.
Battlefront. Battlefront 2.
And
Star Wars
thank you
Battlefront
for
2.
your support.
They are having Obi-Wan on it, and he's going to be very, very strong, right? Because
Thousands
he's
of
like a
us
really
at
strong
EA and
Jedi.
millions
I'm
of
pretty
you
sure, right?
Together doing immeasurable
Pretty sure.
good
because without
Immortal as well, thank you for the prime. You get the cat mods and Lickage. Welcome to the TrU3Ta1ent. Thank you, man. Appreciate the support, guys.
Without further ado, let's take a look at Anthem.
Is this Anthem?
The gods vanished and left our world in chaos, creating, altering, destroying. The Anthem is all that remains.
There's a storm coming. These walls can't protect us forever.
Something is out there. It wants to destroy us all.
That sounds really cool in studio. Modern.
How cool was that trailer?
It's alright, I want to see
I've seen
gameplay.
it a couple times, and it's still cool
Gameplay.
every time I see it. So I know all of you, like me, have had
I live that.
tons of questions about Anthem since last year because we're all BioWare fans. So we're going to do something a little bit different for the rest of the show, and we're going to take a deep dive into Anthem. So I'm going to bring out some members of the BioWare
Face
team to
just
chat with
waiting
us.
for it.
Ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm welcome to Casey Hudson, Mark Dara, and Kathleen Rutzard.
BioWare. That's
All right, thanks guys. Thanks for coming out today. Just got a little game to show, right?
Is it Bioshock?
Yep.
No,
It's going to be very exciting. So Casey,
Where's-
we're going to go
what's
ahead and
BioWare
just
do,
jump
guys?
right
I
in and
forgot.
start with you. So now we know that you all started, or Casey, you started your career at BioWare way back in the day, but you took a couple years
Which
off.
one's BioWare, guys?
Before you came back, you actually worked on Anthem.
Mass Effect, that's the one.
Yeah, that's right. So, you know, first of all, it's amazing to be back. It's awesome to be making games for BioWare fans. You know,
And
we have
Dragon's
fans,
Age.
So it's
Dragon's Age was
super
good, then it
satisfying
ruined
to come back to it. And, you know, I just want to be able to continue the legacy of the studio. And that's kind of where it started with Anthem, is just thinking about, you know, what is the evolution of a BioWare game? And we wanted to create a brand new world for people to discover, you know, a whole new world of story and character. But we also wanted to do something that was, you know, more of a dynamic and living world, and a game that would change every time you came back and played it. We also wanted to do something where, you know, if you wanted to invite your friends into it, then you could do that as well. So that was really the initial vision of the game, not an MMO, not a multiplayer game with stories sort of bolted on this side, but something new and different, and I think the team has really captured that vision over the years.
Your fans really love the stories from BioWare, but I think we're kind of curious how you're planning to make story work in this shared world.
So a great story for BioWare is really about characters that you can have a connection with, choices you get to make, and feeling like the story is about you. In a lot of multiplayer games, those things get diluted because you're mixing multiplayer and storytelling into the same areas. Now, you can build a solution to that, but you have to really build it into the core of the game. And that's what we've tried to do with Anthem. It's what we call our world, my story. So when you're out in the open world, the world is really dangerous, and you're focused on your mission. And this is where
TN, thank you for the 30 bits. I have to leave now. Have a great time and don't fall asleep.
For Anthem is that this
guy,
is
true
a
hype.
living shared world.
Yeah,
So
have a good
whether
one, TN.
there's Weather or it's nighttime, what we're experiencing together. Everyone that's playing Anthem at a moment is seeing the same thing. And this is what we mean when we talk about our world. It's a shared world that we all experience together. But then when I finish my mission, I come back to a base like Fort Tarsus. And this is a single player experience. I turn in my rewards, I talk to some characters, I experience the choices of my
Looks
actions.
nice.
And this is where your story really
nice
lives and
looking game.
breathes.
Yeah,
it is.
Beautiful.
And by doing it this way, we're able to combine that impact and agency of a single player story with the fun of teaming up with your friends to play co-op in combat.
And we're also designing it so that we can add stories for years
tiny
to
bit.
come. So one of the first things that we hear when from our community is they want to continue to play in our worlds. When they've finished Mass Effect or Dragon Age, players want more story. And so we've designed Anthem in a way that we can actually add more story for years to come. And it could be anything. A new moment with a character that you've grown to love, or an event in the world that deepens the lore, or an entirely new storyline and plot.
Crazy.
Well, I'm certainly not going to complain about more story. I don't think anybody out there is going to either. So Kathleen, I wanted to ask you, from a writing perspective, since you are the lead writer, can you speak to what it's like to create a new world like Anthem from the beginning?
Well, what's really exciting for us, and not just the writers, but all of the devs, the designers, the artists, is that we're creating something new and mysterious for players to discover. So at the heart of the premise of Anthem is a world left unfinished by the gods. But the gods left behind their massive tools, and those tools are in constant conflict with this unknowable force called the Anthem of Creation. And the chaos of those things pushing against each other means that the world is constantly being reshaped in new and unpredictable ways.
The flying's cool, but it needs more than that.
Mutated creatures, gigantic monsters. It's a dangerous environment that you need to wear a suit of powered armor, a javelin, to be safe in.
Now, something I think a lot of players out there maybe don't stop to think about is just how much work goes into creating a new intellectual
Line Rider, thank you for the 2 months. You get to keep cap calls. I love my god, I can't talk
creatures, and Mark, you mentioned the storms. What's the process of creating a game like from scratch?
You get to keep the cap mods and thank you for the opportunity. I appreciate it, man. We need a Keeler, a scroll, rubber band, and a short break.
Trying to unlock for players. So, like, what is the fantasy?
Sounds
stuff?
exciting.
What are the new things?
Thank you for the 2 months, 1 month away from the solar.
Different
Appreciate
from
it,
what
man.
we've played before. So that's where we start, and then once we think about those things, you know, that's the power of creating new IP, especially for games, is that you actually get to build a whole fictional universe that's meant to bring out a certain experience. And then once we do that, then we still need to build all the rest of the stuff, and what unlocks us creatively is to think about like principles around art style, tone, and even the technology and the politics of our new world. And then from there we can actually go and
Immortal, thank you for the 40 bits.
And one of the unique
Hey, TrU, now
Anthem is
my brother's at 9 with your girlfriend. Now our most discussion. Oh yeah.
Right now. And so the world is always changing, whether the storms, seasons, and yeah, it's a really great concept to write for, because what it means is it gives us the opportunity to drop into the world, almost in real time, a dramatic event that changes the world for everyone. And that could be anything from gameplay to lore.
I mean, all of the moving parts in the dynamic world sound really cool, the way that they sound like they're going to come together. But even though there's obviously a lot going on, it really all comes back to your character. So let's talk about who we're going to be playing as and why we're fighting these crazy beasts.
So you are a freelancer, uniquely skilled to pilot these Javelin exosuits. And you need those suits to survive and fight in this world, because the world will kill you. But on top of that, our ancient rivals, the Dominion, have they've discovered a way, they think, to weaponize the Anthem of creation, and so we need to stop them and protect the free people of Tarsus.
It shows like the silhouette. I like the
power
one.
armor, a couple different things.
The third
is it a suit?
from the
Is
left.
it a javelin? Like, what's the canon term here?
We call them javelins, and there are 4.
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah.
they each have unique abilities. There's
Oh,
the
I want to
ranger,
maybe show them.
and then there's the
Ah, it is.
colossus,
Okay, so the third one.
the interceptor,
Interceptor, yeah.
and finally the storm.
So one's gonna be
Yeah,
like
so each javelin gives you a different way to play the game. But the thing to remember is, like
Interceptor.
Kathleen said, you're not your suit.
Good night,
You are a
Ray.
freelancer, a pilot, which means you can decide which suit you want to use based on your mood, based on the mission you want to engage in, or the javelins that your friends are using.
A bit to the
So really what this allows us to do is we built the suits to look like they're built from the materials of the world. So they each have their own unique abilities. So let's take a look at the Ranger now. The Ranger is a more generalized suit, able to do a lot of different things, really designed for up-close and personal combat, one-on-one.
That's kind of cool.
The Colossus is heavier, more specialized, but able to really pack in big weapons that let them devastate the battlefield.
Wow. Interceptor?
I'm just going to say the storm looks like it's going to be my favorite. I'm sure you guys out there are picking your faves right now, too. So the javelins are awesome, but we're going to take a couple questions right now.
Princess, thank you for the 100 bits. You both look so good together. Thank you, Princess.
The first one is
That's
going to
very
be
kind.
from @It's Sweet Nicole, who
I hope you
asks,
can hear me when I'm
as a player
speaking.
who is all about making their character their own, what kind of customization options will be available in Anthem?
Yeah, so we really want players to
Appreciate 5
express
bits,
themselves
right?
both through customizing the way their javelin plays, through gear and weapons, but also being able to personalize the way that it looks, both through paint jobs as well as changing the actual geometry of the suit itself.
What's that
we
say?
want teams to be able to do this as well. And because you're going to be using a javelin for a long period of time, we really want you to be able to make it your own.
I'm glad you brought that up, because actually, Jay Legato has a question connected to customization. Monetization. How, when,
Loot box cosmetics, that's what they say.
Yeah, so we are going to have some cosmetics and vanity items that you'll be able to purchase, but you're always going to know what you're going to buy before you spend any money.
Interesting.
So no loot boxes, no ability to pay for power. So that means no ability to spend money on gameplay advantage at all.
Yeah, you shouldn't do that. Matt, everyone's...
But even more important than that, we want to make sure that Anthem
Battlefront
is
2 really
an immersive
fucked up,
experience
man.
that feels like it's complete from
Everyone
the
is
get-go.
literally
So
just
that
saying
means a
it.
main
It is
story,
weird,
a big
though.
open
Battlefront
world,
was
and an
weird.
ongoing service that provides new content for a long period of time, new story, new experiences for everyone.
Well, I'm glad to hear that I can make my javelin pink. That's really all I wanted to know, I'm going to be honest. All right, Casey. We talked earlier about this
I have
being
no idea
a
what she
co-op
just said.
experience. So can you tell me a little bit about how the team gameplay in Anthem is going to work?
Yeah, it really is about the fun of teaming up.
Jay Money, thank you for the 6 month. You get to keep camp hots and Lickage, thank you. Good opportunity. Shout love guys. Hey, Caveats. Has anything been announced that might tempt you away from DVD and Front End? Not really. Anthem looks
being really strong,
interesting-ish.
in melee combat. And then here you've got the Ranger shooting down from above. And then they're using combos
Unravel
and
2.
special abilities
Yeah, Unravel
and stuff
2
like that.
looks alright.
But what I
I guess I could try
love
that.
is you don't just run
That's
around,
cool.
you're swimming and flying as well.
So it's
some
interesting
swimming.
because the Slate Tones wants to know, how will you balance multiplayer with single-player storytelling?
So Anthem's really built around trying to combine the impact of having your own personal story with the fun of playing with other players. But we really want to make sure that that playing with other people
Let's
feels
be
like a
back
choice.
a little
So
bit.
for people that want to just experience the story, you're going to be able to do that.
Nothing's really
Now going out into an open world like this by yourself is going to be a little bit more challenging than if the team of 4 people. And we've really tried to balance the co-op experience to be fun even for people that don't normally engage in this kind of thing. So I really hope that everyone at least gives co-op a try.
Okay, that's good to know. If you want to roll solo, you can, but it's just going to be a little bit more difficult. Well, I know you all are on the edges of your seats. How about we show a little gameplay?
Okay.
Yeah? You guys want that?
my goodness.
All right, so Kathleen, I think you're going to set this up for us?
I will. So, You and your friends have decided to play a mission called Scars and Villainy. The Scars have put together an acid-based...
Flint, thank you for the 14-month. You get to keep Capmods and Lickies, thank you. Good to watch you
like a giant walker, and it's your forward-based operation.
Hope you two are having fun
conversation
watching.
with
It's
your
alright,
crew,
it's chill.
Halleck,
I mean, we
Faye,
might
and
have watched it
Owen,
anyway,
and
so
you'll hear
that's why I
Owen.
just
He's going to talk us
put
through the
green screen
mission
behind
as we
couch
experience it here.
have you guys
And yeah,
in
then you
here,
just get into your javelin suit
kind of
and
thing.
you head out with your friends.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Mark, Casey, Kathleen, for talking to me about Anthem today. We're going to go ahead and roll the gameplay now. Enjoy, everybody.
Did you say we're going to show gameplay?
Freelancer, time to get to work.
Faye said these bastards
Yeah,
made some
this
kind
is,
of acid. They're using it as a
intro
weapon.
kind of thing.
So, find where they're making this garbage and shut it all down.
It's going to be orchestrated gameplay. It won't be like proper gameplay.
Pretty cool feature for that. Oh, that's nice.
That's why they went
Owen?
under it.
What's the plan here?
Picking up loads of scars nearby. Take a look around the area, but be careful.
Looks like it's 30 FPS.
Yeah.
Which I've got a high FPS screen so you can really see it.
Right. Checking out the Scar Camp some more.
Look at all the weapons! Oh, and the turrets! Better move quickly.
British.
Yeah, the FPS aren't really that interesting to watch.
That's cool looking. It's gonna go in the water to show that. That's cool. Is it? I mean, it's beautiful. It's got really beautiful looking things, but I need more than just beautiful looking things. Maybe.
There's so many beautiful games,
Hmm.
but they have to work with the gameplay as well.
There's a shaker relic. Wait, something's odd. Get a closer look, would you? See those radiant pieces of energy? They're echoes from the Anthem of Creation. Loads of scars nearby. Be careful.
Yeah, I agree with that. More cinematic than gameplay. It's not much gameplay to it.
I'm doing this is gameplay.
Yeah,
It's orchestrated though.
Return them to the relic. You've got to silence it fast.
Whoa, is that the wizard one? Okay, that's quite cool. Can you fight each other? Is this just versus AI?
I think it's just a single player.
I think this would be
Silence.
cool if you fight each other,
After
maybe.
alerting.
I
Do you
don't
think you get a
know.
bonus for... Wait, something's happened.
PvE.
I'm never a big fan of.
What the hell was that?
No,
I
I
think
like multiplayer.
that was whatever laid all the eggs around here. The sound came from below your position. On the plus side, this definitely counts toward hazard pay. There's a trail of this acid gunk leading down.
I think that's
Follow it.
Interceptor, maybe.
We
Or
should
maybe
find
that
the
is.
source.
Might be. No, that's the wizard.
Is that the wizard? That's cool about him. He's just cool.
Jump. What is that?
It looks alright. I think people who like co-op single player and stuff. Really like it.
Yeah, I think so.
I think
I'm
that
so
was
hyped, you guys.
I don't know what the Inception was.
Yep, and that was actually just a short version of the full demo that we brought here to LA. So if you want to come by the Anthem Theater here at EA Play, you can check out the game live.
So I'm sure the question on everyone's minds,
where?
when do we get to play?
So Anthem comes out
It's
February
out now.
22nd, 2019 on Xbox One, PlayStation 4, and PC.
So mark your calendars, everybody. Fire off your tweets. Thank you so much again to Casey and the entire BioWare team. I know you guys have an awesome theater outside, so I will see you guys
know
there.
I'm getting you.
Give it up for Casey Upton, everybody. I also want to give a big thank you to all of the developers who showcased
give
their
you
games
Anthem
today
and
and everybody working
print
hard
out
at their
hypers on it.
studios back home
put that on.
around the world. Let's give them all a round of applause. Now, some of what you saw today, you guys have to wait to play. But you guys, EA has so much available right now. Now, for those of you keeping score, you can get your free trial of FIFA 18's World Cup today. And Andrew told us about the free trial of Origin Access. Yarny is back with a buddy in Unravel 2, which is also available today. Plus, you can take on your friends in Command & Conquer Rivals starting today as well. Now, that's a lot of available stuff that's out today. Is anybody ready to go home and download anything? No? You're like, I just want to go outside into the fan fest. I get it. So I want to let you guys know to keep your streams going because in just a few moments, the FIFA 18 World Cup live tournament is going to begin. I'm going to head outside and check out the games, but I want to thank everybody for coming down to EA Play today and watching the press conference, and have a great weekend.
Guys, what's Mortal Kombat? Does anyone know what Mortal Kombat is? Like, I know it's NetherRealm, but what's like the, which is a publisher? Look for the FIFA thing, please. Yeah, I'm probably not watching the FIFA thing, if I'm honest. Might have it in background when I put some food on. Or something. Warner Brothers. Right. Yeah, so I was right, because I thought that was just Injustice. But MKX is Warner Brothers as well. Sims 4 Battle Royale, please. Orange Jesus.
Hi guys, my name is True Boy. Welcome back to the stream. Now, I know the FIFA 19 was exciting. We saw that trailer. Champions League is coming to FIFA for the first time ever, but the World Cup is 5 days away. So what we decided to do is to have a tournament with some national teams, England, Mexico, Germany, and the USA, and decide who will be the champions of the Creators Cup. And I'm not alone. We got some special guests. The first one, Republic of Ireland International, David Myler. How you doing, buddy?
I'm very good, thanks, Stu. How are you?
I'm doing great now.
Alright guys, so we watched the E3 with...
I've loved it so far.
Don't listen to those guys over there. These
yeah,
guys
true.
I know. I'm not worried about Mexico in the World Cup.
Don't worry about Mexico.
I don't think you'll be getting far.
Yeah, so we watched the conference. Hopefully you enjoyed this. If you did, we might do this more. If not, we might just watch it ourselves.
No, we don't care.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. So yeah, that's everything, guys. I will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you for all the tips, all the bits, all the subs. Love you. Long time. And what happens when I do this? Does this go look weird? No, that's okay. Alright, guys. I'll see you tomorrow.